In the United States, a storm has erupted over a simple painkiller. President Donald Trump has claimed Tylenol or paracetamol could be linked to autism in unborn children. His warnings to expectant mothers have sent shockwaves through the medical community, sparking alarm, disbelief, and urgent pushback from doctors and global health authorities alike. Doctors in the United States are bracing for new government guidance on the use of Tylenol, known as paracetamol in most of the world, after President Donald Trump claimed the pain reliever could be linked to autism in unborn children. Speaking from the Oval Office on September 22nd, Trump urged pregnant women to avoid the drug except in extreme cases.
I want to say it like it is. Don't take Tylenol. Don't take it. If you just can't, it's fight like hell not to take it. There may be a point where you have to, and that you have to work out with yourself, so don't take Tylenol. Other things that we recommend, or certainly I do anyway, is, and it's so important to me to see the doctor 4 times or 5 times for a vaccine. Don't let them pump your baby up with the largest pile of stuff you've ever seen in your life going into the...
His remarks, delivered alongside Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., come as the administration prepares to introduce new safety warnings on Tylenol packaging and launch a public health campaign. Trump said the United States was experiencing a meteoric rise in autism cases, suggesting paracetamol use during pregnancy was to blame, a claim that has alarmed medical professionals worldwide. He also questioned standard vaccination schedules, proposing delayed or reduced dosages for shots such as MMRV and hepatitis B, despite limited supporting evidence. Kennedy echoed Trump's message and outlined a broader inquiry into potential causes of autism.
We are continuing to investigate a multiplicity of potential causes with no areas of taboo. One area that we are closely examining, as the president mentioned, is vaccines. Some 40 to 70% of mothers who have children with autism believe that their child was injured by a vaccine. President Trump believes that we should be listening to these mothers instead of gaslighting and marginalizing them like prior administrations. Some of our friends like to say that we should believe all women. But some of these same people have been silencing and demonizing these mothers for 3 decades because research on the potential link between autism and vaccines has been actively suppressed in the past. It will take time for an honest look at this topic by scientists.
Kennedy further announced that the Food and Drug Administration would soon approve leucovorin, a decades-old cancer drug, as a potential therapy for autistic children with folate deficiencies. While some studies suggest the treatment may improve verbal communication, researchers cautioned that the evidence remains preliminary. The reaction from medical experts has been swift and fierce. The American College of Obstetricians and Gynaecologists dismissed Trump's claims outright.
The Tylenol claim is not backed by the full body of scientific evidence and dangerously simplifies the many and complex causes of neurologic challenges in children.
The FDA, while adopting more cautious language than the president, stopped short of validating his claims. Its notice to doctors acknowledged studies suggesting an association between acetaminophen and autism, but stressed no causal relationship has been established.
To be clear, while an association between acetaminophen and autism has been described in many studies, a causal relationship has not been established, and there are contrary studies in the scientific literature.
WHO spokesperson Tarek Jasarevic underlined the inconsistencies, saying some observational studies had hinted at a link, but many others showed none.
There were some observational studies that have suggested a possible association between prenatal exposure to acetaminophen or paracetamol and autism. but the evidence remains inconsistent. Several studies that have done after that have found no such a relationship. And if the link between acetaminophen and autism were strong, it would likely have been consistently observed across multiple studies.
Leading charities have also sounded the alarm. The National Autistic Society in Britain warned that Trump and Kennedy's rhetoric could fuel stigma and misinformation.
The incessant misinformation about autism from President Trump and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. risks undermining decades of research by respected experts in the field.
Across Europe, regulators have moved quickly to distance themselves from Trump's assertions. On Tuesday, September 23rd, the European Commission confirmed there was no evidence linking paracetamol use in pregnancy to autism, echoing similar statements from the World Health Organization.
The European Medicines Agency, which is giving authorizations and which is putting very strict control to every product that goes to the European market, has not found any evidence linking the use of paracetamol during the pregnancy and autism. European Medicines Agency and member states, they monitor the safety of medicines that have been authorized, and this includes also paracetamol. This monitoring is not monitoring in one time. It's an ongoing evaluation of data that we receive, and so it enables us to take action if it's necessary.
Meanwhile, the lead author of the Swedish study, one of the world's largest on the subject, told Reuters that the Trump administration had misunderstood the available evidence and issued what he described as an ill-packed message. Other researchers stressed the sharp rise in autism diagnoses in recent decades is largely explained by improved screening and broader diagnostic criteria, not pharmaceuticals or toxins. Genetics, they say, remains the dominant factor. Alison Singer, president of the Autism Science Foundation, was particularly scathing.
Any association between Tylenol and autism is based on very limited, conflicting, and inconsistent science. It's misleading to families who deserve clear, more factually based information.
Yet, despite the consensus among scientists, Trump and Kennedy's announcement has already stirred confusion. Critics argue the White House is politicizing health policy, undermining trust in science, and endangering pregnant women who may now avoid safe treatments for fever and pain. As the controversy deepens, the world is left grappling with a familiar dilemma. When political rhetoric collides with medical evidence, it is often public health that suffers most.